Hi again! Welcome back to Danganronpa, which I now believe it is part 10. Wow, it's a lot. From what we remember last time it is indeed a crazy case. Hifumi and Taka are both dead. Not only that, their bodies are gone. Everyone has alibis except for Hiro. I know Kyoko seems kind of hazy on this too, but I'm counting her as, well, quote-unquote innocent because during the first hour in the morning, she was with us during the dining hall, so I'm counting her as innocent for now. But, so Hiro is the only possible suspect, but when you look at him, he's not the type of person to kill two people with a giant hammer, you know? It isn't feasible. But right now, we are going to go look for the two bodies and hopefully find Kyoko and Hiro. But I have no idea where I'm going, so I guess I'll start with the art room. And now he's acting kinda, I don't know, she's acting kind of annoying. I mean, yeah, bad stuff is going on, but you gotta like Celeste says, you gotta like adapt. And even though, yeah, it's crazy and mind-blowing, she's getting kind of overworked on this. It's kind of annoying, but let's talk to her. Huh? Where could the two dead bodies have disappeared to? Sakura?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. Whatever, what happens after that. I see this room. Rattle, rattle. Huh? The door must be locked. It wasn't locked before. Do I have to say something again?
Huh?
Nope. Okay. So I guess nothing's in there for now. I guess we look in the classrooms. I wonder if people show up on here. Oh, that's most likely Toko Pastel. Okay. I don't see anyone. Okay. Guess we gotta go look on it ourselves. Now, if I were a crazy serial killer, where would I hide two bodies? Not here. Okay. The hammer is still there. So I guess next is the classrooms? I kind of doubt they're in here though. Could they be in the trash room? Somewhere on the first floor? Oh, Celeste. Makoto!
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have been hidden in the repository. I was just there! I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? I was just there and it was locked. Don't blame me for being, you know, like... For being like... I can't even think of the word right now. But how are they able to get in? When I was there, it was locked. Kinda... Bells are kinda ringing there. The body's here somewhere? Byakuya, answer me. I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. And like I said, this was locked before. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. And I have no choice but to go inside. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to look at them. So I opened the door. When I entered, I saw... I'm scared. I don't know what to think. Yeah. Well, at least they're sitting on comfortable beds instead of the floor. I can sneak a joke in there somewhere. That's pretty inappropriate, isn't it? Okay. The two bodies that had disappeared were right here. But Hifumi's body was on the first floor in the nurses, and this is on the third floor. How did they move Hifumi's body so fast? Considering he's pretty big. I mean, if it was just Taka, then yeah, it makes sense because he's, smaller. But Hifumi and Taka? I'd be surprised if it was Sakura. Because Sakura has the muscle. She has the muscle to hit people in their heads hard enough to even go and kill them, even though the hammer was already pretty big. But she was with us. She was with us in the morning, so she can't possibly be the culprit. The two bodies that had disappeared were right here. The smell of blood made me gag. I saw it before my eyes, was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Wait though. Hifumi's was already announced, and Taka's was never announced.
A body has been discovered!
You're a little late on there.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Oh. And so here we are.
It's the Monokuma file!
Oh, haven't given me the file yet. Without further ado, let me give you the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Make sure you investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Okay, see ya later. Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible!
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is all just too awful. Hina suddenly bursted into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. Tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. This were some world of make-believe that might have been when Hifumi's eyes opened. But this wasn't a movie. Huh? I'm sorry. I'll stop making fun of you. Wait, what? This wasn't... What? He's not dead?
He's alive again? Where am I?
What? I guess Hifumi's alive then.
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all.
Wait, so does that mean Taka's the only one that died? That's not fair. If I were to pick one of them, I'd pick Hifumi. I don't like him.
I met you all.
His memories are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu.
Yasuhiro?
Hiro.
I was right! His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Oh, now he died. Death for a second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some Sorry. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins? No calcium in your bones? At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become more exceedingly boring. I'm sorry, give me a second. My throat's kinda dry. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people, and even killing Taka and Hifumi. Wait! Wait! I just noticed something. The hammers. The hammers. If you remember when we were first investigating the third floor, there was a whole bunch of hammers. And now there are only like 6 of them. Whoever it could have been painted the whole justice hammer thing on them, and that's what they used to kill. I just noticed that. Damn. Then going as far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is? Yeah, I honestly don't think so.
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill 2 of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, it's time to not. This time it's not all the life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. I have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. Just have to do it. Investigate. Where's Kyoko? The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death was a blow to the head. It is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyways. maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma
Don't
appears!
be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
so then.
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much it might assist in the murder. Only one blackened can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is for that. Sorry. I'm slow again today. I'm sorry. Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
well,
Okay, let me give you an opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
scream!
the one true Blacken who devised the murder plot and put it into action. True Blacken? So just one person?
Well now,
That's enough for explainifying. Now, it's down to the final battle between you guys and the Blacken. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one Blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. And I can see... So I can't see any way Kyoko to be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then... Kyoko, where are you?
however,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we could consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Ah. When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milksack swimmer girl.
huh?
Milksack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I am like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. You don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
It's not any... I'm sorry. That's not any kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, we should post guard by the bodies like before. We cannot have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
it's all clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin. So whole thing is so strange. It is. But all but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Yeah, me too. Monokuma file number 3 has been I want to check on this, because I know for sure this was not the way it used to be. There are some hammers, a totally different size thing. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the... Okay, guess we look at Taka's body. So sad. Taka will never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? Well, it had blood on it. And there's a tarp laid out under his body. The killer used this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp was Ifumi too, I guess? Ifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer supposed to move someone so big? From the nurse's office room, we discovered here the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. That's why I have a mini theory, although it's obviously not stable. The only one strong enough to carry Hifumi, who was in the nurse's office, was Sakura. And to carry one huge body and one medium-sized body and not look tired at all? But Hifumi said Yasuhiro, so maybe he witnessed it? But you know what? As a precaution, I'm gonna put Sakura on my suspect list. I can think about it later. For now I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. As I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Really? I don't see anything different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. He didn't have glasses on? I didn't notice. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. Ah, I see. I didn't notice that. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Fumi's glasses, blah 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 blah. Anything else? Does this have anything to do? No, not Hifumi's body. No. Well, I didn't really want to talk to Sakura either, but... Sorry, Sakura. I'm gonna have to put you on my suspect list. I mean, I have some theories that it's pointing to you. There are too many aspects to this incident. Oh right, the voice. There are many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? I'm a little sussy about you, Sakura, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. That I know for sure. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. Now that I kind of see, isn't Sakura the tallest out of everyone? And since that Robo-Justice thing was bigger than Hifumi, she could have fit it? But one thing I can't remember is, where was Sakura assigned to go search? That I can't remember. If I did remember, that'd help. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving from the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claim, we went back to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Right. Oh, was Sakura talking? Okay. Right. Oh, then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Gasp! Huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up to the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste... Wait. Could the body discovery announcement when we found Hifumi was actually Taka's? Because, like we just saw now, Hifumi was actually alive for a little while before he permanently died. And that was when the 2nd body discovery announcement went. So the first one that we thought was Hifumi's was actually Taka's. And that was found out by Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura. Gotta keep that in mind.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. Yeah, see? The announcement must have been Taka's. And when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had... Oh, that was Makoto. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya headed back to the nurse's office, leaving Toko behind, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something was very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. It's true. There's no way Sakura could have moved Hifumi's body since she was with us. I'm keeping her on my suspect list still. Okay? Don't complain. Can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? I'm getting Sakura's voice too manly-ish. This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began to search for both of the missing bodies. Yeah, Sakura was downstairs, so she couldn't have moved Taka's body. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and when we all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However,
looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. I think I get it now.
So,
Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there was no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open again. But now it's wide open. There must be some secret lurking within here. But I'll probably have to leave the area to figure. Okay. What does Byakuya have to say? Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. The last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, said Hiro's name.
So in other words,
there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in here somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured it wouldn't if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because all the rule says is you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air and as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Okay. Highlights this little thingy, but does it really have anything to do with it? It's a doll. Oh! Maybe they don't have to be strong, because they could have used the dolly, put the bodies on top of it, and easily roll them in, right? I think. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved to the equipment room to the repository from. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly, blah 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 blah. Okay, I think I've seen everything there's need to. Nothing else. And through the door that Hina said was locked before, there's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The locker can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked in, someone had already gone into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. That certain someone. Repository door, blah 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 blah. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found, and the equipment room where Taka was found. Okay. So, let's go to where Taka was found. I'm sure that's the fastest way. The equipment room. Oh, whoops. Let's go here. I need to go to the physics lab where no longer Toko, but now it's Genocide Jill. Okay. Should I review the hammer and the bloodstain again? Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Look, if you see there are like tracks, blood tracks there. So maybe if the dolly was here before, That's when they placed Taka on the dolly, and those are the wheel tracks that were left. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. It reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Exactly! I'm smart when it comes to this stuff. Could that blood possibly come from here? Could that mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly? Both rooms on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been a possibility. Equipment room, bloodstain, blah 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 blah. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. It's still a total mystery. Let's talk with Jill. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed an ultimately rare event. Okay, that's all you have to say? Oh, here's the tarp. Huh? This tarp? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Just recently, too. Yeah, they used to carry the body. Okay, now we have to go to the nurse's office. Okay. What was that thing that I highlighted? Oh, it's probably a camera. Okay, no. Now we gotta head to the nurse's office. 3rd floor, gym. Here. And let us continue to the nurse's room. Even with all these clues, it still doesn't really seem... I don't know. There's the Justice Hammer 3. Justice Hammer 3. Is that the one that was used to kill Hifumi? Someone moved the body, but left the weapon behind. And the bloodstain. I can't highlight the bloodstain. Okay, Celeste? What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around, seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. When you got back, the body was gone? It could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... Can't think of anything less than impossible. See, that's one reason why I don't think Hiro did it. He can't... Well, then again, I obviously don't know the amount of strength he can have, but... Hiro's pretty slim, you know, so I don't think he has the strength to carry Hifumi to the repository, right? Celeste account, blah 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 blah. Okay, what else? Oh, what's that? Just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. So that what was used to clean his glasses? It's got some kind of cartoon on it. But it's also covered in blood. Oh! Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. Huh? A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used to wipe some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me neither. But I think it might be important. Mm-hmm. See, I'm thinking that's what was used to... area? Okay. Wait, before I read his. I think that was the... I think that's Hifumi's cloth. And that's what was used to clean his glasses. Right? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. Oh, that was him saying, what is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So he said, to go to Hero's room, but it's waiting for me there. Don't you dare tell me Hero's dead, because oh my god, that'd be like the biggest plot twist ever. Okay, the nurse's office, I don't need to go there anymore. I need to go to the dorms. But I'm going the lazy way, so... yeah, I'm going the lazy way. Here are the dorms. Taka, Mondo, my room, Sayaka, Byakuya, An, Toko, Chihiro, Celeste, Aoi, Sakura, Leon, and Yasuhiro. The store is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. If he's dead too, that's gonna be like the biggest oh my god. Oh, guess not. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get all this from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Okay. Boxes. I think there's something here in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and something made out of, it looks like a cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's Hero's room. But wait, there's blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Have arms bend like this? I don't see how that bothers someone. Okay. Okay. What else? Guess his bed. Like there's something under his bed. There's no more bed. Oh, okay. Something in his bathroom. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing here. It's pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Okay. I saw something else being highlighted here. Oh, that was nothing. Guess I should get going then. The area? Yep.
Ah!
Makoto! Big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. But ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Maybe Kyoko caught him? Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I had the worst day. Hero? What's up, Kyoko? Kyoko, are you okay? I found Hiro. He was jammed in the pool locker room door. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. I could have been a little... You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. One second I was asleep, and I don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me to look at you. Just to look at you. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
Got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid frickin' thing.
it would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy, but I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we all got into pieces. We all got the pieces off. Ooh, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. Oh, that's Makoto. Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. Who else could possibly be attacked? So who could else possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo-Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah,
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's just because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces on the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems the costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is this really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume, blah 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 blah. Okay, I assume we talk to Hiro.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured that out. Someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed...
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means
right.
alter ego and Chihiro must have... Yasuhiro, or Hiro, whatever you want us to call you. I'm not even gonna say it or else I'm just gonna end up getting angry again.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please!
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
I know. That note. No? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote that all to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
Please, you gotta believe me. I wanted her to fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you're claiming. But if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious. Yes, Hiro's account, blah 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 blah. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we even need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why'd you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's just like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really money was it really just to get... Oh, sorry. Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why... Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet, do not fail me now. I guess I'd better get back on guard duty. I was gonna ask Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? Can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway,
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. I guess we should head the way for now. Okay. To the repository we go then. To the third floor. There we go. That one's easier. Easier way to get to the art room. But see, like I said before, there's a part of me that knew that Hiro isn't guilty. But now I have a new suspect. But I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm not gonna say who it is. This time for sure I'm gonna save it. And if I'm right or wrong, I'll tell. I'll say it, but not now. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed too rigid. But only for a moment.
so then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka without hesitation, began poking and probing the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, and she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Okay, tell us what you're talking
I
about.
see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? You did?
whew,
Oh right, in the last one where it said that he was tapping his wristwatch. Are you so oblivious to people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said he had a watch?
so then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Yeah. Hey, you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointlessly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little girls and boys and girls.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 p.m. last night, it couldn't have been It couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. It means this happened at 6 this morning. Okay.
However,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. Right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis is already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. Is that the note that Hiro's talking about? As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched wrist. I'm betting that's the note that Hiro was talking about. Oh, it's just a piece of paper. A piece of paper?
Hey.
That was all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like a clue, does it? Much
Is
of a
that
clue, does
right?
it? I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Scrap piece of paper. Okay. So,
Indeed.
did you find anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
that's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it into his pants. He stuffed it in his pants. So I can only assume he's hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think about how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? It's the note that Hiro was talking about! Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for this about this for now. Let's meet at the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it! That's the same thing Hiro said! Then he was telling the truth!
However,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. It just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning here. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped? Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching this scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper? When he was holding it, what if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Wait, that doesn't really make sense.
Hey,
While we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them, so the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there are any reason to think they are connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about their handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone my way to mention it. All I said is that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. Handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Handbooks. It's weird. Ding dong, bing bong.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation must come to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. I am utterly so confused. Especially the note with Hifumi. Kyoko said that the piece of paper was torn, and Taka had a torn piece of paper in his hand. So, could they have been together for a time? Or maybe they were together and they fought, maybe? And... I don't know, And with the timing, how Hiro said it was 1 a.m. and then the letter says it's 6 a.m. Times just don't line up right, you know? But I knew from around the beginning that Hiro couldn't have been the killer, right? So... I'm super confused. I just can't think of anything feasible that can help support all the claims, you know? But I don't have solid suspects, but I do have questionable suspects, 2 of them. But I'm not gonna, you know, one of them is Sakura, but I'm not gonna say who the second one is. When the time comes, when the killer is revealed, I will tell you if I was right or not. I will give you my reasoning why I thought that person was guilty in the first place. But for now, I'm gonna have to stop it there. We're gonna have to wait for the third class trial to begin soon. So, thank you very much for watching. And why don't you guys tell me, who do you think is the killer? Do you still think it's Hiro and he's just, you know, being dumb? I don't know. I'm sorry to all you to all your Hiro fans out there. But face it, Hiro's kind of wacky in a way, you know? But if you guys have any idea, if you guys think that maybe in some way Hiro is actually guilty, don't give me spoilers. Okay, I will not forgive you if you give me spoilers. But keep in mind, if there is a possibility of accomplices, because it was mentioned for an apparent reason, like it wasn't mentioned during the Chihiro case, so maybe this case has accomplices. Keep that in mind too. Okay, but right now, all I have right now are theories. But once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.